Welcome back, guys, to our playthrough Hogwarts Legacy.
Hello, friend. I wonder if you might stop by the Three Broomsticks when you can. I would like your help with something.
We heard that before, didn't we?
As I mentioned, my sister Anne misses Hogwarts, and she hasn't been herself lately. I'd like to take you up on your promise to visit her with me. I'm heading to Feldcroft soon, so I'll look forward to seeing you there. It's just south of Hogwarts. By the way, hope you're faring well with the blasting curse. It's still one of my favorites.
Indeed. I know there's like 4 of these.
Now that you've attended Beasts class, I've asked Deke to assist you in using the room to further your studies in that regard. Please meet him there when you can.
Isn't that a sight? My God.
I've not heard from my Uncle Roland in quite some time. I've been beside myself with worry. Could you meet me in the courtyard?
Okay. All right. Let's see. Which one do we want to do? I kind of want to see what Sirona's up to. We haven't really spent time with them. Is it her or them? I don't know. I don't want to be insensitive, but let's go to Hogsmeade. Because Sirona referred to themselves as a witch instead of a wizard, so I would assume, possibly incorrectly, that that would suggest. Actually, let's go here first. That would suggest female, but I don't know. Whatever.
Does it get any more cozy than Hogsmeade?
Good God, kid.
All day with your hands, you know? Village like Hogsmeade. Should be hearing back soon about the position.
Hello there.
All right, I think I'm pretty broke right now.
Let me know if you need help finding it.
Yeah. Oh, I can sell things. That's good news. Keep that. Trash you. Trash you. Trash. Trash. Yeah, I haven't gotten a non-gold that was better than my currently equipped gold in a long time. Purple cloak. Yeah, see, even though it says it's down in offense, that might not be true. So I kind of want to keep an open mind that it could be a good item. 83. Keep an eye on that one. Trash. 4 points up. 3 points up. No. 2 points up. Okay, let's see. What do I want to buy? I can buy a couple things. I can probably buy them all, actually. 500.
You won't be disappointed. That's a Gladrag's promise.
These masks are weird, too. Oh, crap. Did I just buy Daedalus scarf? Okay.
I suspect you have a sharp eye for fashion.
Yeah, I bet you do. Okay. Hat. Okay, so you're better. Okay, it is a jump. Thank you. Good. Goofy freaking hat. Why is it not showing the stuff that I just bought? Did I screw up something? Loosened autumn scarf, 74. Oh, son of a bee. Oh well, it's a 4-point jump, but still. I should have waited to level up. It might be a while though. I don't know if my leveling up is gonna come quickly or not. That's what she said. And then wasn't there...
I suspect you have a sharp eye for fashion. Be sure to stop by whenever you're about.
Please, God, give them more dialogue to work with. Was it? Okay, whatever. All right.
I suspect you have a sharp eye for fashion.
Holy
Be
hell.
sure to stop by whenever you're about.
God, this dude makes me want to shoot myself in the face with an Avada Kedavra. Seriously. Shut up. They all do that, though. I really wish that they would do something about that. It's probably too late now, but, like, if you can't have different dialogue lines, which I totally get, like, that you can't at this point, I totally understand that. It would make sense, though, still to, like, push an update that limits how often they say it. Have proximity or something like that. What was that one guy in Whiterun? And he was all like, looking to protect yourself or deal some damage. He said it every once in a while, but it was like, it never got on my nerves. I don't know. Anyway. Let's head to the Three Broomsticks and see what Sirona's got to say.
I'll fix him, that charm grinder.
Well, we'll figure out what that's all about later. I don't really want to do that now.
Glad you came.
Oh, please
That's what she said.
tell me you have an answer for me
about the butterflies.
Lady, no one gives an F about your stupid butterflies.
Hello, Serona. I received your owl. How are you?
Hello, my friend. Did you ever find Lodgog?
I did, thank you. We had a good conversation. He sends you his best.
Glad to hear it. I shan't ask for details of your little chat, and I'll refrain from telling you to be careful yet again. But I hope you will be, whatever your plans.
Of course. Your owl mentioned you're needing my help with something?
I do. I thought you might be just the person to do a favour for my friend Dorothy Sprottle in Upper Hogsfield.
I don't believe I've met Mrs. Sprottle.
She's lovely. Her late husband Aidan was a friend of my father's. In fact, I'd stayed with Dot and Aidan the summers I waited tables here as a student. I've seen her a few times since Aidan passed, but the pub's been so busy lately, I've not been as attentive as I'd have liked. I wonder if you might pop in and see her. She may need some help collecting ingredients for her supply of Wiggenweld potion. And you could retrieve something of mine in the process. A box, full of old letters and such.
What was that weird thing at the end? What was that? Why do that?
Why did Mr. and Mrs. Sprottle have your box of letters after all this time?
It's one of a few that I had when I was young. Dot found it when she was clearing out a closet. Can't imagine what's in there. Probably terribly theatrical. The ramblings of a teenage witch and her friends. You're welcome to take a peek inside, if you do find it. To be honest, I'd imagine it contains some lovely memories.
Why does Mrs. Sprottle keep a supply of Wiggenweld potion on hand?
Dot's a skilled potioneer. She's been supplying travelling vendors with Wiggenweld potion. An ordinary precaution that has, unfortunately, become a necessity, what with Ranrock's loyalists disrupting the trade routes.
I'll try to go and see her when I can.
It would mean the world to me, and to Dorothy. Aidan was bringing the box of letters to me when he was taken ill. Dot can tell you where he might have dropped it.
Okay.
Find the hamlet just north of Hogsmeade. Please do give Dot my love.
Sure. All right. So 2 things I want to mention about this encounter that we just had, this fateful encounter. Firstly, I really always liked that the Harry Potter world does this really charming thing with names, like Dorothy Sprottle. Like, I don't know, maybe it's a British thing, I'm not sure. As an American, I'm ignorant to most things outside my country, let alone my state. But I feel like they do a really good job of coming up with really silly names, but then when you hear them in context, they don't seem silly and they fit the world so well. They're charming and delightful, and I just love that. Dorothy
Sometimes
Sprottle.
It seems all roads lead to Hogsmeade.
Why would you say that? We were literally leaving Hogsmeade. Anyway. Okay. So, and I really like that, because also too, like, a lot of times they'll have some sort of like juxtaposition of like a cute, charming name like that, and then they will like randomly just include like a sort of like common name. Wait, why is it telling me that? I already do I have like an upgrade in gear that you want me to like put on? I don't know. We're good. Because it's like Dorothy Sprottle, and then I don't know, just Aidan. I guess he's probably Aidan's Sprottle too, I suppose.
Who lived here, I wonder.
I think it just sounded kind of curious, only in the sense that like Dorothy's a normal name, Aidan's a normal name, but then where am I going? But then the Sprottle kind of caught me off guard, because she refers to Dorothy as Dorothy Sprottle and not Aidan Sprottle, even though you know it is. You know what I mean? I don't know. Whatever. Maybe you don't get it. Maybe you do get it. But ooh, a new wand handle. Let's take a look at that. But I don't know. I've always liked that. The other thing that bothers me. That's cool. Corkscrew, teal blue. There's something devious about that. I like this. Okay, we're gonna keep that one for now. The audio in this game, though, really bothers me. Like, the main character sounds like he's present in the moment, in the environment, whatever. But then...
Upper Hogsfield. Now, where to find Mrs. Sprottle?
Come and listen. I've acquired what muggles call a...
But then...
Hogsfield is being terrorised by Ranrock's loyalists.
But then other characters oftentimes sound like they're in a closet.
By now. Had by dark wizards, he was.
I'm assuming they're probably like recording from home during COVID or something like that, and that's probably why they sound so funky that way. But, I don't know. That and the repeating audio dialogue really irks me. Let me grab her stuff.
Prove dangerous if I'm not careful.
What do you mean? See, like, these things aren't applicable. Like, what are you talking about? What is dangerous? We're in the town. 21 gold. Ooh. That's another wand handle. This one's orbicular gold? I don't know what that looks like in practice. Oh, this is... Yeah, I don't like these. The purple one that rubs me all the wrong ways. This one's not bad either. I kind of do like that. I wish they wouldn't refer to it as a shell wand. Net honey brown handle featuring a wooden carved shell at its base. Like, does it need to be a shell just because it's curved? Powerful corkscrew handle design in deep teal blue. I wonder what colors they'll be. Also, like the wand handles, it looks like we have only, what, 7 more? Does that mean there's only 7 more in the whole game? But there's some wand handles like this one, for example, Imperial Brown and Gold. And this one's Imperial Gray and Silver. So, like, do they all have multiple colors? Like, I don't really understand. This one probably goes among the best with the wand because the colors, they don't blend together, but they do go well together. I don't know. That one gives it a nice little flair that I like. Talents will save. I don't want to spend any until we go further. I love that.
Revelio.
There's like a bunch of side quests here that we gotta take care of.
Shane Bardolph thought dark magic was the answer. I reckon Rookwood's played a hand in his disappearance.
Excuse me. Did you say something about Bardolph Beaumont?
I did. I don't think we've met. I'm Dorothy Sprottle. I was just worrying about Claire Beaumont's brother Bardolph. Only he's gone missing. Rumour is he was seen in the forest practicing dark magic. Saw him myself near some ruins with Rookwood's lot I did. I fear he got himself into trouble with the Ashwinders, especially if he made them a promise he couldn't keep. I'd help search for him myself, but no one will risk encountering Ranrock's loyalists. They seem to be everywhere.
Do you think Bardolph may have simply run off?
No. Bardolph's run that shop with Claire his entire life. He'd not give it up for anything. He swore he'd be back in a fortnight. My instincts are that he's been held captive, or worse.
Why would Bardolph want to get involved with the Ashwinders?
Oh, he had a terrible run-in with Ranrock's loyalists. Changed him. He vowed never to feel powerless again. I think he sought the Ashwinders out to learn their secrets. Victor Rookwood, at least, seems somehow immune to Ranrock's loyalists.
I can certainly look out for him.
Any help would be appreciated. You might speak to Claire first. Perhaps she has some insights that I don't. I can tell you that Bardolph was last seen in the forest wearing a particular woolen jumper, one that Claire knitted herself.
Okay.
Claire will be at her shop if you'd like to speak with her.
Is this the shop you're talking about? No, it's a...
Ranrock's loyalists
Oh, it is.
are a menace.
Revelio.
What can be done?
Okay, let's grab some stuff.
Aloha Mora.
Delightful.
Revelio.
Just a can full of candy. Love that. And this town has a lot of stuff in it. Can I grab this from here? Golden snitch scarf. Have we seen that before? Okay, let's go talk to her. Also, I noticed that this guy is very appreciative, like when we give him tips and stuff. because I can't tip him in the same spot twice, but he comments about how we tipped and it helped buy like an instrument. So I think there's like not a hidden quest per se, but I think there's some weird
Revelio
or some progression in there with that. What is this for? Dear sister, it's been some time since we've heard from you. How are things in the ministry? We continue to think of you and hope that you're doing well. You'll be happy to know that we've all made our peace with your decision to become an Auror, as dangerous as it is. You must live your life and follow your path. You are doing so in the service of the wizarding world. I am proud to call you sister. I must inform you of something that you may find curious. It seems the troll has taken up residence in the train tunnel near town. The poor thing's most certain to learn a tragic lesson about the fundamental velocity of locomotives. Right soon, Eddie Thistlewood.
Revelio
Thistle in the Badge, Helen Thistlewood, reflection of a former Auror. I have a lot of time these days to reflect upon my career. I wonder if the good we did balances out the mistakes we made along the way. Did we always catch our criminals? No. Did we sometimes put away the wrong person? It's possible. Is that an acceptable risk when it comes to preserving the well-being of the wizarding world at large? I'd like to think so, but then again, I'm not an innocent witch moldering away in Azkaban. If I were, then perhaps I should feel differently. It is a quandary without solution, or at least not one that I'm likely to solve. This is the problem with retirement. It leaves one with too much time to dwell upon the bygones, but there's nothing one can do about it. Oh, and my bluebells died. Aw. Oh boy. Thistle in the Badge, Helen Thistlewood, reflection of a former Auror. I'm still dwelling upon my big hypothetical from the other day. I always made certain that I could defend my decisions before the Wizengamot, should the need arise. I was required to do this on rare occasions, and it was never a pleasant experience, no matter how confident I was, despite that some believe the ministry is far from omnipotent. And then I hung up my badge. I left behind quite a few unsolved cases. If I had all the time in the world, I doubt I could solve them all. But should the opportunity arise to revisit one and correct any mistakes I made, I will certainly take it. That's the only way to rest easy about my career. Never hesitate to fix mistakes, especially if they are yours to begin with. I fear that in our haste to vet out justice, is that meet? I can't tell if it's an M or a V. I guess it's an M. Meet out justice? I don't know. That's a weird word. I don't think I've seen that before. We may inadvertently become the vehicle for injustice. I fear this especially for myself. I could be wrong, but I doubt it. Oh, and I'm through with gardening. I need a new hobby. Something cute about that.
Revelio.
But is she the person... Oh my god, I skipped part 1? Whoops. Retirement isn't what I expected. I enjoy the leisure time, of course, but I do miss the excitement of hunting magical fugitives. I know you're not supposed to admit that you actually enjoy the turmoil associated with the job, but how can you feel anything other than exhilaration when chasing a Ukrainian ironbelly through a muggle city, and then obliviating all of the muggles who saw you, or foiling a dark wizard's plot to take over the ministry with an army of Chinese chomping cabbages, using only a single basket of bouncing bulbs? The ministry finally makes all of my cases public. My neighbors will never look at me the same way again. Old Madam Thistlewood down the lane is the one who put that nasty brute so-and-so in Azkaban. For now, I can merely insinuate, lest I divulge something confidential. I would hate to force my former colleagues into locking me away in Azkaban. Not an appealing thought. Well, I was supposed to check on my garden. The bluebells are struggling this season. That was written very well between all three of those pieces. I wasn't paying attention because we grabbed a 4th document in here, and I thought that was the first one. I just wasn't paying attention. This must be her. I don't know if the game is, like, gonna have us talk to her at some point, but that was very interesting. A read, and curious as to why they would even have that here if we didn't have something special going on with that character. But I don't know. It might just be world building, and that's all it.
Seems pleasant enough, doesn't it?
Upper Hogsfield is being terrorised by Ranrock's loyalists. It's not right.
I couldn't help but overhear. Did you mention Ranrock's loyalists?
I did. Never imagined they'd act this deadly. I'm Claire Beaumont, by the way.
Nice to meet you.
Ranrock and his followers have set up camp here. No regard for our beloved hamlet or our livelihoods. Ruthless. My brother Bardolph dared to stand up to them and ended up in St. Mungo's. Simply at my wit's end.
Why don't you simply leave the area for now?
Upper Hogsfield is my home. Bardolph and I grew up here. No, we are standing firm. Once my brother returns, then we shall decide what to do next. He's gone to seek Victor Rookwood's advice. I didn't approve of that idea, but perhaps in the end it will help.
You said Ranrock's loyalists have set up camp here. Where, precisely?
To the south, across the river. Last I heard, there were several loyalists in each camp. I won't go near them.
We can take that out, yeah.
How did your brother Bardolph end up in St. Mungo's?
Bardolph had spent the entire day hand-picking herbs and roots for us. When a group of Ranrock's lot appeared and demanded the harvest for themselves, Bardolph refused. In their anger, they hurled him against a rock and robbed him. The moment he left St. Mungo's, he vowed revenge. I worry he may be dabbling in magic that he will one day regret.
Indeed.
I'm unfortunately quite familiar with Ranrock's loyalists. Perhaps I can do something.
Much as I would love to be rid of them, I wouldn't want you to risk injury, or worse. Please be cautious. We should not have to live in fear.
It seems as though things are getting worse. Best be on my guard.
There's that. I was wondering where that was at. Chest. I'll take a look at that too. Pumpkin Fizz. A fashionable carbonated drink with a pumpkin flavor. It has become as popular here as butterbeer, but one never knows. The writing in this is actually really nice. That was close. Celtic scarf. It's weird how scarves have some sort of like protective feature. All right. There is a lot of stuff in this town yet that we still have to grab. Chests and other things, but I want to focus on this quest for now.
How nice of you to stop by.
Looks like we got quite a few here.
One of Ranrock's camps. Exactly as Madame Beaumont described.
5, maybe?
Revelio.
Wizards are running scared. As they should be. Wizards are running scared. As they should. Crap coming.
Ah, crap.
Someone's here. Such
Expelliarmus! Incendio!
Are you sure you're not a muggle?
Confringo!
Wow, they are strong. Oh, God. Obliterated.
Stop avoiding me!
Defendo! Confringo! Incendio!
No!
Expelliarmus! Confringo!
Okay, that could have been worse.
Too late for you to learn the error of your ways. One camp down, one more to go.
Is there anything useful here? Just that. Wait, did I see something? I thought I saw something. No, okay. I gotta be more mindful. Oh, God. Gotta be more mindful of the Wiggle potions. I don't have very many left.
Revenue.
Okay, so I heard a...
We're close to a breakthrough. I can feel it.
Doesn't sound like a goblin, though. Gotta wait for one of these guys to turn around. Oh, God.
I have a brother who works at Gringotts. Couldn't pay me enough to sit behind a desk all day.
Damn it, it's stuck there. Come on. Come on. Dude, are you serious? What the hell? Oh, that effing rock. What? God damn it. There we go.
Trafficus Totalis. Who's there?
See if I can sneak up behind this guy first.
How nice of you to stop by.
There we go.
He's coming from such arrogance.
Confringo! Defender! Incendio! Expelliarmus!
I won't rest until you're dead.
Confringo! Expelliarmus! Incendio! Defender! Expelliarmus! Incendio!
Not bad. That was fairly clean.
Revelio. Both camps cleared. Madam Beaumont will be glad to hear that.
Yeah, but sadly there's not like a single item that I can take. Seriously, this whole thing in here? Look at that. Jeez, let me take some pork at least. Whoa. What is this big ass drill for? They're doing a lot of mining around here.
Upper Hogsfield. Now where to find Mrs. Sprott?
I do miss the bustle of business. Poor customers, afraid to venture out.
Hello, Madam Beaumont. Good news. I was able to clear out Ranrock's camps.
You cleared them out? How?
It was harrowing, and they dug in their heels, but I managed.
When my brother returns, this news will mean the world to him. You saved our hamlet, my young friend. This will not be forgotten. I fear for other hamlets, truly. Ranrock and his lot are unlike any goblins I've ever seen.
What do you have for sale?
Sell some of the junk we picked up along the way here.
What are you looking for exactly?
I don't care about any of that.
Sincerely. Marvellous. I could always use more of these.
Stuff is garbage. Why even have it drop? To be honest, I would rather if they don't.
Thank you for passing through.
Breaking camp. Interesting. So like, if you can't dismantle and get like materials out of. Oh wait, that's fine. Out of like the gear. Don't let it drop. It's. I mean, I guess it's money, but just give me money. I don't need the gear. It's a waste of time.
Hello, Mrs. Sprottle. Actually, Sirona Ryan asked if I'd come and see you.
Oops.
Oh, dear Sirona.
Makes the quest together.
Has been for as long as I've known her.
She thought you might need help collecting ingredients for your Wiggenweld potion.
And she's correct. My darling Aidan used to collect hawk lumps for me. Since he died, my supply has dwindled.
I'm sorry for your loss, Mrs. Sprottle.
Oh, thank you. Love of my life. A bit lost without him. If you wouldn't mind gathering some hawk lumps for me, I'd be happy to compensate you for your time.
Believe it or not, I have some with me.
Oh, thank you. How wonderful. The travelling vendors will be thrilled to replenish their stock of Wiggenweld potion.
Sirona also mentioned that Mr. Sprottle was bringing her a box of letters when he fell ill.
Indeed he was. I'd almost forgotten. I stumbled upon it just before Aidan died. He was hoping to go through it with Sirona over a butterbeer or two. Those two were always like two bowtruckles in a branch.
What's a bowtruckle?
Aidan took ill when he was collecting hawk lumps on his way to see her. He made it home, but I fear he dropped the box in the cavern. The cavern is in the hills just southwest of our hamlet. You can gather hawk lumps and collect the box of letters there.
Do you remember anything about the letters you put in the box?
Oh, of course. A few letters from some of her school friends. Some nice memories. I even included a letter Sirona had written to me when she was staying with us. Thought she might enjoy reading it. I know when I read writing from my youth, I'm always astonished at how much I've changed, and yet remain the same.
Sirona said she lived with you during the summers when she was at Hogwarts. What was she like?
goodness. Well, she was almost exactly like she is now.
There you go.
Charming, good head on her shoulders, taking care of everyone. I can't tell you the fun we had when she and her friends would visit us during the year, all buzzing about, practicing charms. Talented group. Her friend Mirabelle was a genius in the garden. Learned it all from her muggle parents, if you can believe it.
Thank you, Mrs. Sprottle.
Thank you. I'll be here if you are able to collect those hawk lumps. I and the vendors I help would greatly appreciate it.
Okay, I already gave you that. All right, let's see. So you got the Horklums. How far is this? Can I get through there? Hey, close enough. So where is that actually? Where's it trying to send me? Unless it... Friend indeed. Where is that? Did it not update, or did I just unselect it? What is it trying to tell me? Oh, there we go.
This must be the cavern Mrs. Sprottle mentioned.
All right, time to enter this thing. Hawklump Hollow.
Gave the Hawklumps to Mrs. Sprottle, but I still need to visit the cave to find Sirona's box of... Better have a look around. See about the Hawklumps and the box of letters.
Incendio.
Huh.
That's all the Hawklumps for now. Mrs. Sprottle should be pleased.
Revelio.
The camera's acting really weird. What's going on? Something's up with like the controller right now. It's like freaking out. It's like there's really bad drift on it. Let me switch controllers and see if that makes a difference here. I don't know what that was. Hold on, let me plug this thing in. Man, better not get stick drift on a PlayStation. What the hell is that? On a PlayStation 5 controller? Seriously.
Revelio.
I haven't even used it that much. Wait.
Confringo.
There it is. Love the dive.
Lumos.
Devil's Snare.
Revelio.
Dang it, they clipping me.
Revelio. Glacius. Confringo.
Should have started with that, huh?
Revelio.
Whoops. Alright, they're done. Love the dive so much. It's just something really oddly satisfying about him diving. What the heck?
Confringo.
There's got to be nasty enemies in here, right?
Revelio.
Oh, God.
Either I'll have to fight that troll, or avoid it altogether.
Oh, God, this is going to take forever.
Confringo. Defender. Expelliarmus.
Oh, crap.
Confringo. Incendio. Defender. Expelliarmus.
Damn. He hits hard. Oh, God.
Confringo. Incendio. Defender.
Damn it. Why can't I just use a broom and fly away from him? Dude, this is gonna take so long. Damn it. Is there a way to cheese this?
Incendio.
Damn it.
Confringo. Defendo. Expelliarmus. Incendio.
Damn.
Incendio.
I need so many more freaking potions. Oh man, that was a freaking only 50.
I think they felt that in London.
Jesus, the thing was the hardest enemy we've ever fought. 50 XP? Getting duped over here.
Confringo. Confringo.
Okay.
Lumos.
But where the heck are the freaking... That must have just been a little side cave. Oh yeah, that's right. I can look at the mini-map. I keep forgetting it's a thing. Okay, so this is the main direction. Oh, I can just open it. I thought it was like locked. I was like, how am I gonna get through this? Oh, they just opened the door.
Revelio.
That water can't be clean.
Confringo. Revelio.
Oh, the bunny rabbit. What the heck? Little cutie.
Revelio.
Squirrel. Bunch of squirrels. Alright. Dear Sorono, I conjured this wee gift for you as a token of my gratitude. If you hadn't stood your ground on my behalf during the Quidditch practice last week, I might have left the team altogether, and now we've won the Quidditch Cup. Ravenclaw House would not be the same without you. Sean. My dear Sorono, I've sent a note separately to dear Mr. and Mrs. Sprottle for their hospitality, but felt the need to put quill to parchment with my thanks to you as well. What a lovely respite from the castle. I won't soon forget how we giggled about that ridiculous gnome. Did he truly believe that he was singing? And Mrs. Sprottle's steak and kidney pie was simply glorious. I shall be dreaming of it for days. I so appreciate you including me. I fear I must warn you, however, this does not mean I will go easy on you next week's match. You know that Ravenclaw is no match at all for Slytherin this year. Most gratefully yours, Philomena. Their names are so delightful, too.
This must be Sorona's box of letters.
Dear Rona, when I arrived here, I had a troubling sense that in my ways I wasn't like the other first years. I confess I worried that Hogwarts might not have been the proper place for me, and pondered sending an owl to my parents asking them to fetch me almost before the first week of classes ended. How did you know? I presume you're not secretly, Legilimens? Legilimens? I don't know what that is. But I wonder that you seem to know my thoughts better than I did myself. That day in the Three Broomsticks when you spotted me huddled in a corner staring blankly at an untouched butterbeer and an empty bit of parchment, my quill dripping ink woefully onto the floor, and you came to sit with me. I shall never forget it. I recall a sudden sense of relief as if someone had cast a levitation charm on me when you told me about how nervous you'd been to come to Hogwarts. I looked at you and it seemed beyond my imagination to think of you as anything but the confident, contented witch sitting before me. In the days that followed, I marveled at how you charmed, in the non-magical sense, I mean, everyone around you, without apology, embracing who you were and who they were. It was as though a candle had flickered on for me. I realized that I could choose that path as well. Now that my school years are ending, the frightened first year witch I had been seems worlds away, and I know it's because you saw yourself in that despairing creature in the corner of the pub and so generously extended yourself to her. Yours sincerely, Mirabelle. P.S. Please tell Mrs. Sprottle that I still plan on visiting her and Mr. Sprottle whenever I can for their delightful conversation, and I am unashamed to admit her incomparable cauldron cakes. It's cute. Damn, it's a lot of reading. Oh, not that much. Happy birthday, my darling friend. I sneaked in the kitchens and asked Finky to make your favorite, cream crowdy. She was delighted to oblige. Not sure where she got raspberries at this time of year. Genius, that Finky. Finky? Bess.
I should take this box of letters to Serona. She'll be glad to have it back.
Dear Mrs. Sprottle, Mother and Father were delighted to hear that you and I had spent the afternoon at Galdrag's last Saturday. Truth be told, I think my mother was ever so slightly envious. I shan't soon forget how heartily we laughed at my efforts to lace the bodice of my new dress. I'm assuming it's bodice, I don't know. A challenge indeed, as is the rather delicate practice of properly situating a hat pin without bounding either my hat or my head. But I adore everything that we selected, and I have you to thank for now feeling like a marvelously fashionable witch. It was also a treat to dine at the Three Broomsticks without having to clear the tables. I shall own a place like that one day, mark my words. I consider myself more than lucky that you and Mrs. Sprottle agreed to let me stay. I know that my parents feel precisely the same way. Yours gratefully, Serona.
I think that's everything.
Okay, I'm glad he said that.
Serona will be glad to have this back.
I was wondering. I was just like, how do I know I grabbed everything? But thankfully, he said it. There was a bad guy nearby, too. Oh, it's just a wolf. I'm not worried about that. What the hell? Oh. Huh. Did they have some sort of magic? What the hell was that? How were they so super fast? I didn't know they could do that. That makes them even more terrifying. Jeez, screw that. They came out in the day, and I was like, that's weird. But that doesn't stop them from being treacherous foes. Ah, crap.
Hogsmeade, here I come.
You don't have to say something about Hogsmeade every time we get close, my man. Seriously. Sometimes it's cool just to shut up, you know? Don't say anything about your butterflies.
Oh, please tell me you have an answer for me about the butterfly.
Hello, Serona. I have good news. I was able to provide your friend Mrs. Sprottle with some hawk clumps for her Wiggenweld potion, and I found your box of letters.
Oh, thank you. I knew you were the one to ask.
I wondered about some of the letters in the box.
Of course. It appears most of the letters were from fellow students.
I spotted a letter from you to Mrs. Sprottle. You two seem to have a lot of fun together.
We do. She taught me so much during my summers with her and Aiden. I shall be the first to admit that adolescents aren't always the easiest to understand. And not everyone was as kind to me as the Sprottles. But the depth of their kindness, and that of so many of my friends, got me through... well, got me through some challenging times, to put it mildly.
I saw a letter from someone named Mirabelle. Is that Professor Garlick?
It is! Still one of my dearest friends. I know she wouldn't mind you having seen that letter. She and I are of a similar mind, especially when it comes to young people. We believe experience to be an invaluable teacher. To borrow a phrase from Mirabelle, it's a joy to see anyone blossom, but particularly one who doubted they ever would.
One of the letters mentions Quidditch practice. Did you play?
I did. Was the Ravenclaw Seeker for 3 years. Oh, Merlin's beard. I adore Quidditch. Nothing like the feeling of catching the golden snitch when your team's down by 140 points. I'll never forgive Professor Black for cancelling it this year. I missed cheering for Ravenclaw.
Yeah, whatever. Slytherin for the win.
I'm glad I could be of help. Mrs. Sprottle sends her best.
Don't know what I'd have done without her and Aiden. Thank you, again, for helping her. And for returning this box of letters. It's nice to reflect on good memories.
All right. A friend indeed. Clever. I think it's a tug. What is your deal? Oh, I thought he had something in his mouth that was also green. I like his outfit. Looks like he's like a spy who's got like a manila folder full of like secret documents or something. There's something up there? I guess we'll worry about that later. Anyway, thank you guys for watching this episode of Hogwarts Legacy. We'll continue with more of that tomorrow. If you enjoyed the video, show your love by hitting the like button. Do not forget to subscribe. Any feedback for me, leave it in the comment section. I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Also, don't forget to take a look at the description box. There's some links there that might be of interest to you. One of which is a link to the Marcanine Community Discord server. If you want to be part of that group, you can chat with me directly. There's also a link to geekoutpost.com, an entertainment media blog that I own, operate, run, manage, design, and write for. It's a great place to stay up to date on the latest entertainment and gaming news, reviews, and rumors written, that kind of thing.
Come on in and have a look around.
Okay.
No
Otherwise,
touching if you have sticky fingers.
Okay. Otherwise, just know that I appreciate you and your time, and hope to see you when we continue with more Hogwarts Legacy. All right, guys. That's it for me. Take care. Be well. I'll see you later.